Hello Mustang fans, today I'm going to be shooting a video regarding the actuator switch. As you can see, when I try to open it, the opener stays closed, so I can't get in there. So the only way I can get in there is by the key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that actuator that's in the car today. Okay, so first we're going to start by removing this little door panel clip. There we go. So there it is. You can see that piece, what it looks like. Then secondly, I like to pry this door handle part off. There's a little notch here, so you can use that to pry it out. Then on the bottom here, this piece has a piece sticking down like this, so you have to pry it up. So let's just pull on this and then sort of pull up on this part. Let's just use brute strength like that. So there you can see what's on the bottom, this little clip, and it goes into that little hole there. So that's what we got to pry up on. Now be careful, because there is wires behind this, as you can see there. And what do they do? Well, obviously power mirror, open, unlock, and up and down on the windows. Okay, but there is a screw here, Phillips, and a screw here, Phillips, and that will release this wiring harness. Obviously here you can see, you just have to lift up and pull that off. So without further ado, and just get that off like that. Almost have it. That one is off. Okay, that's not what you let happen. You should hold this and take it off. What's next? What's next is this piece here, where you have your pull lever. You have to reach in here and sort of, oops, that looks about right. So now let's look at what was holding this on. So we have a clip here at the front right here. We have a little bit of a clip at the bottom here. And we have a little bit of clip right here. So not sure what the best way to do would be to pull it off. I guess probably this way. Or actually downwards. But anyways, you can see how it goes back on, how it comes off. Right. To get these two screws here out. So I have a nice drill here. That's one. Now you can see the length of them, which is why I'm using a drill to get them off. Fairly long. Oh, one more thing, the speaker. There. There's the speaker. You can see it has a rough edge here and a rough edge here, which holds it up here. Then one rough edge down here, which holds it here. And obviously a rough edge there, which holds it on there. So sort of have to squeeze it in, or maybe, yeah, just squeeze it and pry it off. But no damage done, you can see. There we have it. So now there's a screw here that we have to get off. For that I will use this screwdriver. Right. Yeah. Alright. There we have it. And here's what the screw looks like for that. Pull that wire off so the speaker is free. Okay. Next, for the door to unhinge itself from the bottom of the car, I'm going to put that down. Just going to wiggle it up and off. As you can see from the back side. Oopsie. You can see from the back side how it looks. Now, we have to get behind this stuff. So, that's what I have to pull this off. That we can get behind here. Can't really lift that up and over. Since we're going to do more of it with this. Really, I'm doing a lot of it. Are we able to get it up and over? Barely. Yes, no. Leave it. Okay. We've unwrapped it. So if I were to shine the light in here, there you have a good idea of what we are dealing with. Right here. So right here is the main thing, and here is the main thing. So, let's have a go at it. Okay, so this thing has to come down, we know that. So you can see that I took this off now, and then I'm not sure what's going on there, and then we can pull this out like that. Okay, you see that one there? That one is out. Now there's something on the other side here, right up here. Not sure if you can see that, but we have to get that off too. But I don't know how. Oh, there. See, I flipped this from that position over to that position. There we go. So that's off now. And then this one comes out like that. Just straight forward, straight this way and out. To put it back in, the opposite, and snap it closed. So let's do it again. There you see it. And now we're gonna take off this piece here, but I'm gonna take off the whole mechanism here. What I'm talking about is I'm gonna take off these two screws and this one and take off that whole piece. Then we can have a really good look at it. Right? Okay. Let's do that. If you're like me, you like to use a drill for everything. So, while I'm holding the back, I'm gonna pull out all the drill, pull out all the screws. Alright. And they're flying all over. So let's have a really close look at this thing. So this thing was sitting in the car like this. I took out the two screws, the one screw there. Let's take a look at the back side of this thing. So when I took off this piece here, it was attached like this. Okay, so just so you can see it for up close purposes. This was attached in this hole, I think. Possibly, and then it was clipped on like this. Okay, so all the way like that. So to get it off, I had to push down on this really hard, you know, and then it pulled it down like this. Pull that down like that, and then basically I lifted this out of this hole like that. So that's this piece here. Okay, now for this piece here, I want to show you this up close too. So there was something there, like a rod, right? And this thing was snapped over top of it like this. So as you can see, this was closing off like this, right? Okay, so to get this off, one had to push this up like that, and then the rod that was in there was pulled out, right? Okay, so that's that. Let me show you once again with the rod in there. So this is how it was. So when you're in there, it looks like this, right? So you pull back on it like this, and then release the rod that's in there. Okay, but it's not this rod that's in this side. It's another rod there. So that's what you have to do to get that part out. And then the other rod was in here like this. So I'll just show you that. So the other rod was in there like that. So when I took it off, I couldn't really maneuver it. I had to sort of twist it and twist it until I got it so that I could get the rod out. Sorry, can't show you that. So this piece had a piece in there pretty much like that. So then I just had to maneuver it and twist it so the rod would release from yeah. So that's that. Okay, so this, just leave that. Don't worry about that. What we're trying to do here is replace this mechanism here. So let's get at it. So to do that, I'm going to point you out a few things here. So you can see here and here, these two metal things is what it latches onto. So I'm going to raise up on this thing, try to slide it off. I just basically pushed, pulled, tugged, did my best and got this off. And you can see there's a pin here which goes onto this area here. Obviously it has to go through that hole right there. So I don't know if you can see that very good. Yeah. Okay, so let's get the new one, which looks different. Okay, we have the same piece, similar. It has a plug in here and a plug in there, so similar like that. And then we have this lever, same as that. And then we have obviously the same here and here. So we can just slide this one on, like so. So the best way is to sort of line it up like this on the bottom with this and this, right? I don't know if I can show you better what I'm trying to do. There. And on the back here we have to line up a hole, this hole with this liner. Basically we're just going to press it together like that. There, it went on so simple it's not even funny. And it's locked in place by the bottom pin that locks down. So now for the hard part. This latch has to go on first, then we worry about these other things afterwards. Okay, so I just want to show you what that thing looks like, what I was having trouble with right there. That little hook there that's wiggling, that's what was hooked up onto the piece that was impeding me. So I'm Not sure how I'm going to get that on again, but I'm going to struggle with it. The other part I forgot to mention is that these plugins are also plugged into this mechanism. So you can see how they look here and here, and they go basically into that one and that one. So those two. Now which one goes into which? I don't remember. But I got the video to take a look. I want. Well, that one's got, the white one has pins that look like that, and this one has pins that look like that. So what does that show me here? Okay, so the purple one looks like purple to me. The one with flat blades goes into the black, this one, and the one with the blades that go that way shall go into the new mechanism right there. So that's easy. Okay, just wanted to show you as well what this piece exactly does when you raise it up. So you can see this side here is moving. So when it goes down, that side goes down. When it goes up, that side goes up. So that's the lever there that I have to connect up there. Show you a little bit what I've done. Just wiggled it into the way there, and got that back lever on there. So that's it. Now it should be easy to get the rest of the pieces in. How high does this have to go? What's going on here? What is impeding me? This little lever. It's not in the way too badly. So there we have those. Okay, plenty tight here. Now tuck up these levers back into their spots. Oh, there we go. Okay, that one's closed. And now for this funny one. Those are gonna go up and down like that, so we must find the hole here that it sets in. Which I think I found it, and close that yellow thing onto it. Okay, oh, unfortunately I have to put in the plugs, so I don't know what is it. I have to worry about the tape. Okay, now it's all back in there together as it should be. Let me see if I can squeeze this camera in there so you can see it. Not very good from that angle, but anyways, from this angle maybe you can see better. So the white plug is down there and the black plug goes up there. Those those mechanisms are all connected. Yellows, you can see where the yellow thing is, the yellow thing there, and that other bar is there. So now for the moment of truth, where we test it with our key fob. So let's have a go at it. Alright, I have my key fob here, and we can lock it, and we can open it. You can see it pops up now, locking and opening. So that was the fix right there, that fixed it. Yay. So we'll put it all back together and fix it up, dress it up and have a go at it. Thanks for watching. And that's the door actuator fix.